Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday. Adios. Thank you for saying that, my dad. Thank you for being here. There's a lot of people I haven't seen here for a long time. The Gillos, Martinez. How you doing? My kids are growing up real fast. Okay? They're old, but you're still young. You're still young at heart. You're still here with us. So, I just want to reminisce a little bit about my dad real quick. When I was growing up, my dad was real rough, and he was tough. Okay. He was in the military, he was in the Navy, and he was the commanding officers, and we were his subordinates, so to speak. Okay. Whatever he says went. Okay. And if for us to change his mind about something, you better have a damn good reason as to why you want to change it. Because a lot of times, he doesn't change his mind for anything. And I used to hate that when I was growing up, because there was, for some selfish reasons, there was a lot of things I wanted to do. And I wanted to misbehave a little bit, but I couldn't do it, because I know what my dad would say. So it was either ask my dad, do it anyway, or just forget about it. So most of the time we just forgot about it because we knew what the consequences were. But as I got older and got married and really got older and have kids, I began to understand why my dad was the way he was. Because I grew up in the hippie days. Look at my long hair. Okay. Back then, everything was, you do your own thing. Everything was anti-establishment, anti-war, anti-this, anti-that. So, and there's a lot of kids who did their own thing, so to speak. That's the way it was. They did their own thing, without regards for any principles or anything like that. Well, with my dad, he set the guidelines for us. He set the guidelines. He set the standards on which we were to live. And I didn't appreciate it until later on. But I'm really glad that he raised us the way he did, because he taught me a lot of discipline. I seen a lot of my friends who couldn't control themselves. They did a lot of things on their own without regards to parents or what is right or wrong. But my dad, with what he instilled in us, it carried on throughout life. And right now, Dad, I want to thank you very much for raising me that way. It was kind of strict, but at the time, it's what we needed. I thank you very much for that. I thank you. My dad stood for what he believed was right. When we were young, we used to wear the same shirts, same style. We used to go to church like that. Oh my gosh. Same prints. Same shoes, same socks, underwear, same color. I used to hate that. We had pictures like that too. It was on a plate sitting at home. It was on a plate. Me and Nestor and Elmer has the same shirt on. And, I'm the type of guy, I like to be different. I want to be so different from the rest of them. And me going to church every Sunday, oh my goodness, and I look like Nestor, I look like Elmer. Well, I can't look like Elmer. Thank God for that. And back then, Elmer didn't know how to tie his shoe. He used to wear boots. There were two different styles. He didn't know which one was the left or which one was the right. Oh, that was way back. And I remember Elmer, when he used to take piano lessons and he couldn't get the lessons or he couldn't practice. Oh my God, he used to cry. I said, why are you crying? Oh, don't let us say rosary at such and such a time. And guess what? That's when we would say rosary, at that time. It's like he was telling me, prayers come first.
But we said it fast.
And Elmer forgot the words. He used to try to roll in the carpet again. Yeah.
It still didn't work.
Yeah. I see you wrote your speech. That was a very good speech. I didn't know you could do that. That was really great. Oh, my wife, your wife wrote that for you.
Madison wrote it.
Yeah. We used to say rosaries, and I used to hate it sometimes because at 7 o'clock the Rat Patrol was on. I used to watch the Rat Patrol. That was my favorite show. It was a German show, an American fighting in the desert. And they used to come on at 7, I think it was 7 o'clock, 7 to 7:30. No, it was 6:30 to 7. He used to come on. And then 7 to 7:30, there was another show I wanted to watch. Well, forget about watching that, because 7 o'clock to 7:30, it was Walter Cronkite time. There was no deviation from that. My mom had to watch Walter Cronkite because that was the only show that reported daily on what was going on in the Vietnam War. And my dad was over there, overseas. He was on the ship, and my mom used to watch that all the time. And it's like, oh my God. So by the time 7:30 came, there was nothing else to watch. It's not like today. You got 40 million channels. Back then, we only had 3, plus a Spanish channel. That's 3.5, 4 maybe.